I think people want to get involved in the sense that, football is our number one sport and people love football. And I mean, I went out to Paris for the Paralympic final last year just to watch, and blind football was the first sport that sold out. So out of all the Paralympic sports, blind football had the most. I think it's just got the biggest wow factor. People just can't get their head around, how someone could play football without being able to see. Um, but what that does mean is that it's really, really, out of all of the sort of blind sports, it is the hardest to play. Like your spatial awareness, um, your concentration, all of those things need to be like next level. I don't know if you've come across the sport of goalball, but in essence, you've got three players who don't, they just move left and right. They're not crossing over each other, and there's none of that. There's no risk of kind of colliding with anyone else, and so the levels that you need, sort of mentally, I think, to play blind football are really, really high. And so we do get lots of people who want to come and play the game because, it's a game they love, but then that translation to actually becoming, international players is a massive, massive jump. And the other big challenge is that quite often, because of the change in the educational system, where when I was growing up, we had lots of special schools. So I went to a special school, but there are fewer of those now, which means there isn't necessarily access to, good high quality PE from an early age. So if they haven't got those fundamental movements from a young age, then when you're trying to teach them those things as an adult, that can be a real challenge.